Happy Tuesday, guys. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Nothing spectacular planned in my house today. Hope you guys have something great planned for the day, but I am about to get my workout started for the day. And if I'm working out this morning, that means I am having coffee. So I am about to get my coffee started. And pretty much, guys, this video is just going to be you guys kind of hanging out with me today, seeing what, just another boring, typical day here in my life entails. I hope some of you find this video interesting. Also, drop down in the comments, let me know what you guys have planned for this Tuesday. If you're going to work, if you're, just hanging out at the house like me, if you're doing any shopping, please drop down in the comments and share with us what you have planned for today. Let me share with you guys the coffee that I am loving right now. Let's turn some lights on in the kitchen. Please excuse my groggy early morning voice, but I'm sure you guys experience the same things, I'm just getting up this morning. So the coffee that I have been enjoying as of late is from Private Selection. If you guys are familiar with Kroger, this is a Kroger brand, and the flavor or variety that I have really been enjoying, there's a little bit of glare, but that says caramel truffle. You see that? And it is so stinking good. It has little bitty hints of both chocolate and caramel. So this is what I'm having today. As you guys can see here, I have out my mug for the day. At night, what I typically do is, after I clean the kitchen, I go ahead and kind of prep my little coffee station. I put the mug that I want to drink out of the night before. And this is the one that I chose, but I don't think that I'm going to use it because I want to take my coffee down with me to the gym. But this is from Disney. This is the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival mug. It's one of them. And as you can see, it is actually shaped like a flower pot. The little terracotta coffee pots, the terracotta flower pots that you can pick up at like a Lowe's or a Home Depot. So I actually have two of these, so I'm not going to use this morning. What I will use this morning is just going to be one of my little basic little cups here that I can kind of sit on the, treadmill and the bike or the elliptical. And these are so old. I actually need to get me some more of these. I have had these for about 2 years, and I know that you can keep your dishes or whatever forever, but these have seen better days. They're all scratched up and stuff, but they get the job done. So that's what I'm going to have my coffee out of this morning. So you guys will have to let me know if you absolutely have to start your mornings with a cup of coffee. I absolutely have to. I really, really have to. As you saw, I, of course, poured water into my Keurig, and I always pour cold water in the Keurig. It really does make a difference, I feel, in the taste of my coffee. So that was just some really cold water. Today, I plan on using it to put some little short ribs in here for dinner. So we'll see how that goes. I'll, bring you guys along for that. I actually took the short ribs out of the freezer last night and put them in the refrigerator. And, I still have to season them and all of that stuff. So that is why this is sitting here. You guys know I don't really have, appliances sitting out on my countertops. I just think the kitchen looks a lot sleeker, a lot neater, a lot cleaner when you don't have a lot of appliances out on the countertops. However, I do understand that, everybody's kitchen is not set up or designed in the exact same way. So, you know, some of you may have a lot more space than some of us, and some of us may have a little bit less space in our kitchen than others. So do whatever fits the needs of your family. But yeah, I just love, you know, how the kitchen looks when I don't have a lot of clutter and things on the countertops. But anyway, so that's why this is sitting here. So once I get started with dinner, I'll be sure to grab the camera and show you guys how I prepare the short ribs in the pressure cooker. I just really like to open up the windows and let in some really great smelling fresh air. There is a magnolia tree right outside of my pantry here, and if you've ever had the opportunity to smell a magnolia tree, then you know just how fragrant those little white flowers on the magnolia trees are, and they are just such gorgeous trees. I would show you, but I don't necessarily want to get my neighbor's house in the background. I don't know if they would want me doing that, but just trust. I have two really huge magnolia trees right outside of my pantry window, and they just smell so great. When I let the windows up, the window up here in the pantry, we only have one here, but when I let the window up, gosh, especially here in the early morning, the smell just wafts in, and it is just so very fragrant. It really helps to wake me up. I would say I'm not a morning person, but I don't wake up like in a bad mood or anything. But I will say that I am slow to wake up, and so, you know, drinking my coffee, getting some fresh air in the house, it just really helps to, you know, get me up and going. Again, share your little wake up rituals with us down in the comments. I love chatting with you all. Some of you pop into the comments and you chat and you start talking really early as soon as I put the videos up. So when you do that, I'm really able to kind of recognize your names and your style of writing. There are several of you. I think it's NJ Murphy, Cynthia, oh gosh, Judy Snell, Dee Dee. It's just a bunch of y'all that I have really, and if I forgot to mention your name, please don't hold it against me. It is super early this morning, but I see you guys, and I really do appreciate when you, you know, jump down in the comments and start chatting. But anyway, my coffee's gonna get cold. Let me go ahead and head down to the basement and get this workout started. So over the course of the day, I will drink a gallon of water, and typically I'll get one of the gallon jugs. Can y'all see me? I'll typically get one of the gallon, you know, containers of water, but I forgot to put those on the list for this grocery run this week. So what I've been doing is drinking 8 of these. So 8 of the regular bottles of water is equivalent to, of course, 1 gallon of water. But as you can imagine, drinking that much water during the day kind of it can get a bit boring. And my doctor has actually cut me off from drinking my Bubblies and LaCroix. So what I've been doing is just making sure that I purchase a bunch of lemons and a bunch of limes. And I just use these little plastic little solo cups here, and I pour, I'll cut up some lemons and limes and I'll place them here in my cup. And you know, this is how I drink my water over the course of the day. And you know, until I get to the grocery store, again, I'll just be, you know, using these. I just can't drink the water out of the faucet. I just can't. Now, sometimes I will do the filtered water out of the refrigerator, but this is really what works for me. And most days I'm actually able to get in a little bit more than a gallon, because you know, I think it tastes really good when you add the lemon and the lime. But anyway, so for today, every week I'll switch up my workout. All right, so for this week I've been doing, and it's only Tuesday, but I'm gonna do 30 minutes on my bike. I'm gonna run a mile on the treadmill. Then I follow that up with some ab work. And this week I'm focusing on my upper body. My upper body is it's just, It is just so big and bulky, oh my gosh. And so if I don't really work it, I start to look even bigger than I am. You know, I come off as just looking really, really large up top, and I don't like that. So I have to, you know, make sure I'm doing some strength training up top so that I can keep it as tight as possible. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. I usually watch Apple TV while I work out on the 2 machines, and then for my ab workouts, my core, I will actually find a YouTube video and I follow that along for my ab work. But anyway, enough talking, let's go ahead and get started. Later, finished my workout. I've had my shower. A package has just come, and I'm starving. It's like 1:30, so I am going to go ahead and make something for lunch. I'll open this package up with you guys. I cannot wait to share it with you. It is actually that has something to do with my plants. You guys see my dumb cane right there? It has not been right since we got back from Europe. I don't know if it was overwatered while I was gone, but it has a lot of little brown leaves on it. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I ran downstairs to get the door so I could get this package. And then there's this one right here over in the family room. It was doing fine. It was doing fine until we left. Or until we got back from Europe. I just don't know. I thought I left really clear instructions on what to do. But before I eat lunch though, I want to go ahead and get started on dinner. Look. All right, so here are the short ribs. I've had them marinating for about an hour, and I'm going to probably have to cook them in batches. I bought too many. I actually bought 2 packs, and I won't be eating any of these, but Eric and Chase love them. So we're gonna have these, some baked beans, and a salad. I'll probably eat some, well, I know I'll eat some of the baked beans and the salad, but let me show you what seasonings I have them marinating in. All right, so I love the Grill Mates. This is their brown sugar bourbon, so I sprinkled a little bit of that on there. I have some of this Zatarain's garlic and herb seasoning, a little bit of that. And I don't know, I just felt like being a little bit different today, and I sprinkled some of this Chinese 5 spice on here, and it says sweet and spicy, so I figured this would be kind of good on there also. And I just have some green onion and garlic cut up in there as well. So I'm gonna bring you guys over to the pressure cooker and we'll get these started. Have you guys seen Downton Abbey? I know you guys have. It's an old show that's on PBS, but I'm currently watching it on Apple TV, actually Amazon Prime Video, and I am completely enthralled in it. Yesterday, I want to say I watched 3 entire seasons back to back to back, and oh my gosh, I don't know where I've been. I don't know why I'm just watching it, because I think it's actually finished. And I did a little research, and I think they're coming out with a movie. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up this package, see what this is. this is what I ordered from Amazon, okay? Oh, I actually thought it would be a little bit larger. This is a faux fiddle leaf fig. You guys know all the problems I was having with my real fiddle leaf fig. And it's just they're just beautiful little plants or trees. But I couldn't get mine to do right. No, a leaf just fell off. This particular plant got really good reviews on Amazon. So what I plan to do is actually put it inside of one of my existing pots. But I have to be honest with you, I really thought that it was gonna be a lot larger than it is now. And this was $29. I don't think I would have paid $29 for this if I saw it in the store, you know, with it being this size. I really thought it was gonna be larger. So I think I'm gonna put this one here. I don't know, because I feel like this one isn't thriving. So yeah, I just don't feel like it's thriving. You got some little brown, you know, bits here. So I don't know. Got little brown tips here. What would you guys do? Would you keep this one here? And also the leaves aren't real dark. Like I said, before we left, it was just really, really pretty, a really, really dark, rich green. And now it's just real, you know, it's really bright. I keep getting these little bits here on the tips. So I think, gosh, I don't know. But I've already purchased that one. So yeah, I was just gonna take this faux one and put it inside the pot there, because I do like the pot. This is what I actually decided to do. I can't talk really loud because Eric's on a work call. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this one another try. I cut away all of the little brown tips, or most of the brown tips that were on there. I repotted it. I took out that temporary pot and put another temporary pot in, this one right here. And of course there's nothing in this one because there are no drainage holes, but I'm gonna give it one more try. I think the problem with this one was it needed a good watering, and so I'm hoping, you know, that'll help. And I put a little decorative sand on top. All right, and then over here in the dining room, I just freshened up the soil a little bit on this one. I did go ahead and remove some of the brown leaves. I didn't cut all of them off though. I'm just hoping it'll turn around. Put a little bit more decorative soil or sand on top of this one also, and hoping it'll do okay. It's right here next to a window also, so I just hope I don't have to get rid of it. See, there's a spot there, but the rest of the leaf looks really good, so I didn't really have the heart to cut that one off. And then there's a little tip of brown right here, but it didn't need watering. I checked the soil and it was okay as far as water goes, so we'll see. And then as far as the faux one, I actually took it upstairs to the theater room. All right, and so this is how the faux fiddle leaf fig plant looks up here in the theater room. It's not terrible, but I would not recommend this plant at all. That's not a whole lot of plant for $30. I really don't think it's I don't think I'll be able to have a plant really survive up here in this room. I mean, we have a wall of windows, but there are a bunch of trees back there in our backyard. Not sure if you can see that. So they kind of keep it shaded, so we're not going to get a whole lot of light. But this will have to do for now. I guess it's okay, but I wouldn't recommend this one. And then I had a leaf to fall off too. Okay, so got all the plants situated. It's about what, 3:30, and the other half of the little short ribs are all done. They're actually here keeping warm. Steam always scares me. Unplug it first. Okay, so it's off. Okay. Alright, so I did go ahead and put the barbecue sauce on. It's not a whole lot. I just brushed a little bit over the top, and I'm going to place these in the oven and go ahead and get started on the baked beans and a little side salad. And that's going to be their dinner. Alright, so it's about dinner time. You guys saw what they're having for dinner. This is what I decided to go with, and I'll probably get some grapes to go along with this, but yep, that's my dinner.